Alrighty there folks, welcome along to live coverage of the RTG Thursday tier. Bahrain, and who is it that's going to be first out of the garage we'll see in just a few short moments, and we'll have a wee look while we're here at the previous race results. So, last weekend out in Abu Dhabi, right, so last week out at Abu Dhabi there was Ginge, Aki, Chuckle Brothers and Chuck Brothers, and then Prof. They were your top 5. We'll see how they're going to end up faring today. We've got a couple of, a reserve in today's Skills, Dan, and we've got 2 that are the new drivers, so we'll be able to see how they're going to do. Now, I never expected this, but okay. We've seen that Paul Chuckle is out on intermediates. Not sure how that's meant to be going, but we'll see. But first of all, it's going to be Royal Rumble and Aston Martin going to be first across the line to start his lap. Now, and I'll get back to him as soon as I can. Sorry, just doing a few things at once here. He's managing to get through turns 1, 2 and 3 quite nicely onto the DRS straight. Go down into second gear. Ooh, it's a bit low users. And then onto this straight DRS wide open. There we go, into turn 11. There. Make sure that you're not touching it, because if you do, then it could throw you and spit you out into the wall. Got through 13 into 14 and 15. You would think this would be just one corner, but it's not. It's actually 2 corners it's considered as. But we'll see him as he's coming across the line. And there, I hope is going to stand. I really do apologise about this, folks. I may need to restart the stream in a minute, I'm not sure. Let's hope everything stabilises. But we'll see Royal Rumble putting a 130.8. Looneyman ended up beating that and putting in a 130.1. Just as I said that, Aki's just putting a 129.7. So there you go, first person into the 1 minute 29s. John Holmes is just putting a time of 129.8. There we go, Calver 130.7, just good enough for 5th place. Bugatti Sullivan putting a 130.2. Chuckle Brothers has done a 130.2.5 on intermediates. I never thought that would have been possible, but there we go. Wanted Noob, 129.8, just a fraction behind John Holmes in the Red Bull. We'll see AJ Baker's only managed to put in a 144 flat. We'll see what Prof's going to do as he's coming around the final 2 corners now onto the straight. DRS is going to be wide open here across the line, only good enough for 10th place with 131.777. See Skills done, reserve here. See how well he is going to do as he's coming up into turn 12 now. Let's see as he's coming around the final two corners. We'll see what he is gonna do. This is looking like quite a good time. Oh, there we go. Quite a good time. He's just demolished that. 29.1. There we go. Right onto pole position. We'll see Hexy, the new guy, in the Alpine. Let's see what he's going to do. He's coming into turns 9 and 10 now. Kept it in nice and tight there. Got on the power. Got plenty of traction there coming out of turn 10. Nicely done, using up all of the track there as much as possible. Coming into the final two corners, let's see what the new guy is going to be able to do. And he gets a 130.1, which sets him in 7th place. We'll see Barry Tuckle right now as he's coming into turns 9 and 10. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. All is good now. I think that was an Alfa Romeo possibly. An Alpha Tauri, sorry. That could be AJ Baker that's running quite low in fuel. Did I just see? Oh, it was either Prof or I'm not sure, but as you see, Chuck Brower's just come across the line. He puts in a 129.487, just fractionally slower than Ake there. So the next person that's going to be coming across the line is going to be Paul Jones Jr. We'll see what time he's going to do. Coming into the final couple of corners now. Oh, small wiggle there, shaking that booty. Coming across the line, and he goes P2 with a 129.259. If he wasn't doing a wee bit of the dancing there coming out of the final turn, he could have got that pole position, but regardless, he's still going to make it through. He's got the Alfa Romeo of Lee Craig on the lap. He's coming around turn 4 right now. Into 5, 6, round 7. Here you want to be careful of that curb on the exit of 7 there, as it is quite high and quite bumpy, just like quite a lot of the curbs here at Bahrain. Here we go. We'll see what time he's going to do around sector 2 in just a few moments. As soon as he gets around this next turn, turn 12, a 1 minute 7.270. Now, is that going to be a quick enough time for him to at least get a top 10? As he is needing quite a good lap, but he's going to have a little bit of traffic here just in front of him. But actually no, he's going to be picking up a bit of the slipstream, and he goes P3 with 129.262, 3 thousandths of a second behind Paul Jones Jr. in the McLaren. So we've got Ginge who's on a lap now. Let's see. Actually, I'll stay on board with Ginge here. We'll see how he's going to be faring coming through the start of sector 2. He's just coming to the end of sector 1 right about now. Okay, maybe a couple of seconds off, but okay. Nicely done. He's taking it quite lightly. He's not pushing too hard on the limit. Let's see how hard Kieran's going to go. As it looks like he's trying to use up as much of that track on entry as possible. He carried a little bit more speed at going through that corner there, but that time is good enough to get him into P14. He may need to go back out, as it does look like he could be in the danger zone quite soon. We've got Paul Juggle there with a 129 flat. That's cemented his position to going through to the Q2. 2 seconds, folks. Sorry there folks, very unprofessional of me there, but we'll flash back down to one of the drivers still in the drop zone. We've got Royal Rumble who's got an invalid lap time. Perm Bowden who's sitting in last place now, he's the only person in the 131s at the moment. Let's see, is he going to be able to get a good enough time as he's coming across the line? He improves, not by much though, he's going to have to get back into the pits and get another lap in, because I don't suspect that he's going to have enough to get a better lap in. AJ Baker is just starting his lap now. It would be possible if him assist and help him get through into Q2. If one of them can't make it, then help out each other as we see that Alpine getting out of the way there. I think that was Chicken Boots. Oh, Royal Rumble is out. Sorry folks, I just missed that there. So let's see, AJ Baker manages to get through with a 129.7. We've not got that long left in this qualifying one session. We'll see as Calvert in the Red Bull is on his lap. He's just coming to the start of Sector 2 now. And we'll see how he is going to be faring. He is just a way to come down into turns 9 and 10. manages to get the car rotated quite nicely there, and you'll be having the DRS wide open, reducing as much of that drag resistance as possible, trying to get as much straight line speed. Now he's coming to the end of sector 2. Let's see what time he is. Just under half a second up. Now he's going to need to improve just a little bit more just to ensure that he's going to get through. A 129 would be ideal to get him in, but unfortunately he messes up the last sector just fractionally, and it's only good enough for 16th place. Now, not sure if he's going to have enough fuel in the tank to go again, but we will see. As we've got Kieran on a lap in the Haas. Let's see what he's going to do. Coming into sector 3 now, he's just under half a second up. Now, he could, if he keeps this up, could go through, but only just. He needs to get a quicker time. He's looking at a 129, possibly a 129.9 here. Can he get what he's needing here? And he does, a 129.7. That gives him good enough for 11th place at the moment. We'll see Taylor Danny as he's coming into turn 10 now onto the back straight. DRS is open, but he ain't got the battery, so he ain't going to be doing much here, I don't think. So I think there you have it, folks. Yep. The drivers that will be eliminated is Chicken and Blunts, Calvert, Taylor Danny, Perrin Bowden and Royal Rumble. Just making it through is Prof by the skin of his teeth. So as soon as these drivers are wheeled back in, guys slowing on basically no fuel by the looks of things. You can hear that Mercedes engine straining, trying to suck as much fuel as possible, but it's just running on fumes right now. So by the looks of it, it looks like this reserve driver here of Skills Dan is one to watch here. He could be a bit of a black horse. Is it a dark horse? I can't remember. God knows. But there we go. But it looks like Paul Chuckle was just right behind, just under a 20th of a second, half a tenth. So here we go. We'll have a look over the drivers that have been eliminated from Q1. We've got Chicken and Blunts, Calvert, Taylor Danny, Perrin Bowden and Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, who unfortunately I think crashed out, so you couldn't continue. There you have it. So we shall see in just a few short moments the next 5 drivers that will be getting eliminated from qualifying. And here we are, folks. Welcome back to qualifying. And it looks like Looney Man is going to be the first Looney to be putting in a lap here tonight in Q2. We'll see the McLaren who will be first across the line and attempting his lap. Whether he sets the lap or invalidates, no one knows. We will just have to wait and see, and we shall see in just a few short moments. So has anybody ever thought of their position in the universe? If you ever questioned that, fire it in the comments, I want to hear about it. So, here we go, Looney Man is setting his lap now, he's just started it. He's coming down into turn 1, hard braking down into second gear, hitting that apex nice, you don't want to be too much on that curb. Around turn 2 and turn 3 nicely, carrying that speed nice and well. DRS is open, going down into 4, getting down into the brakes, down into second gear, nicely done there. Using up quite a bit of the track there, through the S section of 5, 6 and 7 here. Being careful not to take too much exit curb on 7, getting into that apex nicely there. Coming down into turns 9 and 10, there we go, keeping it in nice and tight. Don't want to be too close though to hit that curb on the apex, as it could unsettle the car. DRS is wide open, coming down into 11, up into 12 now. And you want to be careful of that curb now, and he does so, using up all the track on the exit there. Into 13. Going out on the curb there. Now into the final 2 corners here. What time is he going to set? What benchmark is he going to set for the rest of the field here? As this is going to be the first time of Q2, a 129.995. Nicely done. Lee Craig is going to be second with 129 flat there. We've got Ginger with a 129.5. Wanted Noob crosses the line with a 130 flat. See Skills done, he's just away to start his lap. Paul Jones is on the back straight now, but guys, Sullivan's just coming across into the final 2 corners. We'll watch John Holmes as he is coming across the line now. 157.2, he must have spun on his lap. But guys, Sullivan 130.4. And Aston Martin manages 5th place for the moment. Barry Trouble coming into around turn 13 onto the into the final two corners here. Paul Jones Jr. at 120. Oh, 9 thousandths of a second ahead of Lee Craig. Now the two were close in the last qualifying session. See Skills Dan will stay on board with him as he'll be the next one to finish his lap as he's just about to come into sector 3 now. Into the last straight now. Here we go, he's running quite low in fuel, so he is running really light around the final two corners. DRS is open to the final stretch to the line, and he manages to go P1 with a 129.026. That's only 36 thousandths, no, 35 thousandths of a second. These three right here, this is going to be a tough race between them, I can already tell. All three of them are sitting really close, but I wouldn't count out Chocolate Brothers either, because he does tend to surprise. But we'll sit on board with Ake, he's going to be the next one to cross the line. He's just starting his lap now, getting the hard braking into one. To be over a wee bit more to the right though, when you're going into turn 2, to carry as much speed going down this straight as you can. Now coming into turns 5 and 6, these are just quick corners to come at you so fast. Down the hill into 8, you're nicely done there, touching that apex a little bit much on the curb there, maybe unsettling the car a little. Stays away from the curb at turn 10, nicely done there. Onto the back straight, and DRS is wide open. See a Ferrari there moving out of the way. Is that a Ferrari? No, it's a Red Bull. I'm going colourblind. Is that a thing you could get, or are you just born with? I don't know. Here we go, down turn 13 now. There's a yellow flag. That's John Holmes, I think. I am unsure. Here we go, Ake is rounding the final two corners in the Mercedes. Let's see what time he is going to be putting on the board. DRS is open, and the final stretch of the line, 129.8. It's only good enough for 6th place. Now we'll flash down to the Ferrari of Paul Chuckle here as he is rounding turn 4. Just coming to the end of sector 1 into sector 2 at turn 5, 6, 7. Nicely done using a little bit of curb on the exit 7 there. Short shifting up, making sure he doesn't lose that traction. Hard braking coming downhill into turn 9 and 10. You're braking and turning. Got to make sure you're not too hard on the brakes. Around 11 into 12 in the sector to 106.756. Round 13, here we go on the back straight, well on the next straight here, and around the final two corners. Let's see what time he is going to put in. Fastest lap, he's the first person into the 1 minute 28, so the 128.680. What a lap there from Paul Chuckle. And now this is going to be quite I think they're not quite a bit. So we'll switch between these two right now. But we'll see Kieran on a lap in the Haas. Oh, and we see Kieran has spun it, coming around. What turn is that? In the S section at turn 2. Oh, and he nearly beaches it. That's it, keep it going, Kieran. Either that or you're going to end up beaching it. There we go. Kieran has unfortunately knackered his lap, and it is up in the air. We'll see AJ Baker, is he going to be able to put in a good enough lap? The guy Sloven is invalidates his lap in the meantime. Anybody watching live, feel free to chuck your comments in and let us know who you think is going to be eliminated. Or your predictions for qualifying for the top 3. You see AJ Baker coming across the line, is good enough for 8th. See Barry Chuckle just coming to start a lap now. He'll go hard braking coming into turn 1. He's got a bit of traffic up ahead, he's going to have to be careful and hope that none of them are on a lap. It doesn't appear to be, as both Lee Craig and Ginge are on an out lap. Is that an Alpine just ahead? Yes it is, but it shouldn't be too much of a bother. I think that may be Hexy. Yep, he's on a lap, so hopefully they two don't interfere with each other's lap too much. And we'll see. Will Chuck Brothers lap be good enough? Whoa, Barry's lap be good enough? That is the question. We'll see in just a few short seconds how quick it's going to be. He's up by a second, so that could put him at 120.0, and if he's even quicker coming around the last final 2, he could possibly even steal 2nd place. Oh, but he gets a bit swirly, he doesn't get it rotated enough for that bump on the apex. Here goes final stretch of the line on 128.9. There you go, and there you have it, folks. It's a Chuckle Brothers 1-2. Ball and Barry are 1-2 in Q2. We'll see here, he's only good enough for 12th place at the moment. Pro, is he just starting his lap? He's a lap. Oh, alright, everything is good, so Prof is on his lap. Is he going to be able to improve enough? All he needs to do is improve by about half a second, 6/10. He's already up at 10, but he's going to need to be a bit quicker than that compared to his previous lap. Or his previous fastest lap, should I say. He has got a bit of traffic up ahead. We'll go on board with him right now. We'll see that the Ferrari of Chuck Brothers is getting out of the way. He could be trying to stay right behind to try and steal a bit of toe, I'm not sure. I can't see it, as there's a yellow flag right now. Oh, and see Jen just put in a 128.7. Lee Craig 129.0. See, we'll focus on Kieran not wanted now. We'll see what the. Oh, and that's why you've got to be careful of turn 10 on the entry. Be careful not to lock up and screw it up by bellying out on the curb. But here we go, Wanted Noob is just coming into turns 9 and 10, using a bit much of the apex there. He's trying to cut as much as he can off his track. We'll see what time the new guy is going to put in. Is he going to improve? He's up by 6/10. He could be going through, but let's see, will his time be good enough? He's up by 6/10, coming into sector 3 now. He's rounded in the final 2 corners. He's on the final stretch to the line. Is he gonna? Yep, he manages to make it into P9. We'll see Prof is pulling into the pits. He's accepted retirement. Winnie Man is just fine. Rounding, and he leaves it at that. And there you have it, folks. John Holmes, AJ Baker, Prof, Kieran and Pagani Slovan have all been eliminated from this session. Right, folks, there you have it. We've got the first 3 into the 1 minute 28s. We've got Paul and Barry, Chuckle and Ginge, who all managed to get into the 1 minute 28s. Winnie Man just managing to make it through. Same with Wanted Noob there. Just managed to get in his final lap just in time there. John Holmes, AJ Baker, Prof and Kieran and Bugatti Slovan all eliminated from this qualifying session and will not be moving on. Top 10, however, we'll see them again in just a few short moments. They will be battling it out for that pole position, or at very least that front row. They want to be the closest one to the turn 1 at the start of the race. So we'll see who will be first out. 2 minutes, folks. Right folks, real sorry about that there. We'll get back on board, we'll see what Hexy is going to be doing as he is getting ready to come into Sector 2 now. Oh, and Hexen validated coming round turn 13. Looney Man is just about to start, has just started his lap. We'll see how he's going to do. Oh, and there is the reason why I say you be careful on that turn 7 exit curb. It does like to chew you up and spit you out. So there you have it folks, after the first round of laps, or second round of laps even, for some of these drivers, we've got Ginger with a 128.3, a 128.4 for skills done. Paul Chuckle managed to get a 28.7, 28.793 for Lee Craig. Barry managed to get a 28.8. Paul Jones managed to get a 29.093. Noob 29.2, 29.270 by Aki. Honeyman a 39.2. Although he did spin out, Hexy has yet to settle up time yet. Let's see what he is going to be getting and what he is going to be setting, as he is most likely, is he going to be the first? I think it's going to be a Wingman. Is he setting on another lap? I think he is. Let's see. It's going to be a 29.4, which is only enough in 9th place. We've got Aki here. I think that was his old lap. Oh, and Hicks is spun out, getting too much on traction there, coming around turn 10. Sorry about that, folks. Aki manages to improve his time and get up to P5, the 128.801. 8 thousandths of a second off of 4th place. Oh, and you see Barry there has just went and spun it there. We've got Danny Wright in the comments section shouting for Lee and Looney. So Lee Craig and Looney man, you've got a supporter out there, Danny Wright. We'll see how we've got skills down to 128.2, goes P1. We'll see what Lee Craig is going to do as he's coming down into turn 8. Here we go, coming around turn 11. Now this is a big sweeping left-hander back up the hill into 12. Being careful with the curbs around here. So Lee Craig manages to put in a 128.3, which sets him in 2nd place. Nicely done from him. The Alfa Romeo boys, Lee Craig and Ginge, only 1,000ths of a second separate both of them. That is incredible there from the pair of them. They're so close. Getting there, Lee. You have got some massive support here. And there you have it, folks. That is the Q3 session is over. We're just waiting on Noob and Dan getting wheeled back into their garages. So we've got Dan in P1 with a 128.2, Lee Craig and Ginge with a 128.373 and 374. So they two are too close. Paul Chuckle in 4th, Paul Jones Jr. in 5th, 6th is Aki, wanted Noob in 7th, Barry Chuckle in 8th. Now the gap between 7th and 8th, 3,000ths of a second between them. Looney Man in 9th with a 128.4, unfortunately didn't manage to get a good time as his first lap was ruined at turn 7, and Hixie didn't manage to settle up, unfortunately. So there you have it, folks. That is qualifying over, and now we're about to get on to the main event, the race, which, if I do believe, is about 26 laps, I think. Could be wrong. But here we go, just waiting for this to end, and we will be moving on to the next bit. So everybody here is finalising their setups, their tyre strategies and their fuel load for the start of this Grand Prix of unknown laps at this moment, as I tend to forget. "29 laps. I just went back to the start of the stream now. So, as we're getting ready to get the formation lap underway here, we'll have a look at tyres, and everybody is on the mediums except the Haas of Kieran, who's decided it's going to be a wise choice here. Taylor, Danny's, and that went, well, Danny, unfortunately, mate, we've all been there at some point. But here we go, we'll be getting ready to get this race underway in just a few short moments. Taylor, Danny, if you're able to join back in after this formation lap ends, I think you'd still be able to race no problem. Just pick your car up while the AI's running. I'm not sure how, if the league will allow that or not. Feel free to fire a comment in and let me know, correct me, or however, but as you see, that's them starting to line back up on the grid. Now it's saying the mediums will last 12 laps, and then it will be, well, 12 to 16 laps, and then it's the last wee bit you could go on the hards. We'll need to see how that is going to fare. Oh, we've seen a few people missing out, going, and Dan gets a poor start, but then we see Paul Chuckle managing to get up, and he's up, and what is with this damn camera angle? There we go, and he's managed to get up 2 places there. We've got Wanted Noob and Chuck Brothers are battling it out for that 5th position. Chuck Brothers on the inside. Wanted Noob is on the outside. They're battling it out. He goes and pushes him wide. And I think that's Arcade that's just went and spun around. Yep, checking him blood. 5-second penalty for multiple warnings. We've got AJ Baker, who's in 7th place. He's up 5 positions already. Royal Rumble is making his way right through the field. He's went up from 20th place all the way up to 11th right now. He is really going as much as he can. Calvert and Looneyman are battling it out around turn 12. Turn 10, sorry. There's that much action going on, I'm getting flustered now. John Holmes and Bugatti Sloven swapping places there. Bugatti Sloven managing to get up to 9th place. Royal Rumble is up 9 places now. Kieran up 6 also on hard compound tyres. He's managing to do well with them, and unfortunately he's got a bit of a train behind him, so he's going to want to be careful of that. And John Holmes is down another position. Royal Rumble has managed to break through into the top 10. Skillstan is still in P1. We'll see close further up the field how everything is going. This top 7 are all still within 1 second of each other. Whether that's going to be in a few laps time, well, by next lap, we'll see. So we've got the Williams, both Ferraris, both Alfa Romeos. They're all in a Williams sandwich right now. We'll go further down. Hexy is down one position. He wants to get through it into Q3, but unfortunately he's dropped down position. Royal Rumble wanting to get past him. And he's taking it a little bit wide on the exit of turn 12. Back in a minute, folks. We've got Chicken and Bonts and John Holmes both into the pits. Calvert and Arquette are side by side. Oh, and Paul Jones Jr. managed to make up for them two battling it out and manages to get through into 13th place. Now we'll have a look at the tyre situation again, as I think it's only John Holmes, Prof and Chicken and Bonts that have been into the pit lane. Yes, it has. John Holmes went and picked up a 5-second time penalty there. We'll get the position changes back up. Royal Rumble overtook his teammate and is 11 places into 9th position at the moment. There's only 3 laps in, so he's managed to make up them positions quite quickly. If he keeps this up, he could be knocking on the top lot's door any moment now. You see Bugatti Sloven getting pushed out there, unfortunately not managing to get enough room, and that was some 2 places battling with Hixie. Winman manages to sneak through, and it looks like he's going to go for a move on Hixie as well, and there you have it, folks. Winman has managed to make it up into P10, making up 2 positions in just a few short corners. We'll see, is Bugatti Sloven going to be able to manage to make a move here on Hexie coming up ahead? He is close enough. He goes to the inside and gets him before the braking zone. Nicely done from Bugatti Sloven, but he's going to have to watch and make sure that Hexie's not going to be able to get him back coming into turn 4 with the aid of the DRS coming up. And no, he isn't, but he's going to have to watch out for Paul Jones Jr. Oh. In fact, Paul Jones Jr. is going to have to watch out for him. Thank you. we'll get back on board with some of the front runners here. As we've got Barry chasing down Ginge for that fourth position. Less than a second between them. But they're all just kind of stuck in a DRS trend. Dan is managing to pull away from Lee Craig, who's under pressure from Paul Chuckle there in the Ferrari and P3. It's just like all the time these two teams are just battling it out every week. Lee Craig and Ginge in the Alfa Romeos and the Ferrari boys of the Chuckle brothers. But as we're seeing is Barry going to make a move, and yes he is, he moves to the inside. They're side by side going into turn 1. Barry on the inside going into turn 2. They're still side by side. He's still on the outside. He just managed to get in front. DRS for Ginge now though, and he's going to the outside now. Is he going to go for nope, he's thinking better of it, but he's getting the better launch going into turn 5, and he manages to get back around. But has he messed up his line? He's got a poor line coming down into turn 8. But fortunately enough, he manages to defend just enough. This has given AJ Baker a perfect opportunity to catch right back up here to Barry and Ginge up ahead. He's got the DRS that he's needing. And this is possibly giving one noob a chance to catch up as well. But we've given Lee Craig and Chuck Brothers an advantage to carry on. And who is that? Is that John Holmes around at turn 7? Yep, it is. Yet again, we're seeing people spinning at turn 7. But we're seeing Ginge being overtaken there again, the same position, same place. Allowing AJ Baker unwanted new perfect opportunity to catch up again. We're seeing them all start to close in again. Royal Rumble's managing to catch up a little as well. He's up 12 places. Let's see, they're both flashing until the rear light indicating that the Barry is low. So let's see, it's a VSC at the moment. Let's see, is anyone going to pit in? As I think this would be a good opportunity for some of these drivers to get into the pits real quick. Holmesy Paul's taking that risk. And Barry, both the Ferrari boys are taking the risk. Same with Ginge as well. Royal Rumble looked a little bit hesitant there about pitting. Looney Man is coming in as well. Ooh. And that is absolutely bogus for Paul Chuckle there, man. A drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car when the virtual safety car was just ending. But he's struggling to get in. Hard tyres up temperature. Calvert is up from 17th up to 10th. We'll see what other tyres we were on. Seeing Majority of the field now are on the hard compound. Never seen Paul serving his penalty now. Ginger's using the aid of DRS to catch up to Barry Chuckle. There, and we'll see how many can get past them. He falls down 3 positions because of that penalty. Sector 1. Cam Bowden appears to have lost it coming around turn 3. Ginge still chasing down Barry. The two have been battling it out the whole race here, and unfortunately he's just edging his way closer and closer to the back of the Ferrari there. Using the aid of the DRS every single time is helping him gain that extra little bit of momentum every lap. And missed both of them there. We've just seen Hixie and Paul Chuckle swapping places, and Paul Jones Jr. and Bugatti Sloven swapping places. And McLaren and the Ferrari both going up a place. Ginge still chasing down Barry of the Ferrari. Kind of rhymed. see if he's going to be able to go for the attack anytime soon. Got Flash on board with Truckle right now. Oh! Lee Craig is into the pits, getting rid of them medium compound tyres. He'll go, what position is he going to move down to? He manages to get out back into 5th position. But he's got Calvert, who's on more warm, fresh, more warm tyres. Seen the battle with the Looney Man and Chuck Bros here, and Paul Jones and Hixie there. Hixie moving back down, Paul Jones moving up Looney Man, and Paul Chuckle battling out. You can tell that Paul Chuckle is determined to get back up into, because back up to like the back of Ginge in the Alfa Romeo. He's looking for every opportunity to make a move and to get back up into that top 10 after that I would say quite unjust drive-through penalty. As you see, both McLarens swapping places, not putting up much fight there. Looney Man just letting his partner, his teammate, sail past AJ Baker unwanted move into the pits onto the hard compound tyres. Now it looks like Paul Chuckle is making a move on Aki going into turn 1. They're still side by side there. Is Aki going for a cutback? No, he doesn't. There we go, Paul Chuckle is up into 10th place. He moves right over to the inside to cover that inside line, and also not to allow Aki to get this any of the slipstream there to help him out. Nice defensive driving there. Now he's going to be, he's got 3.8 seconds now to the next car, which is the Aston Martin of Royal Rumble ahead. Got Calvert moving down a place for Barry Chuckle on them fresher, harder compound tyres. Now he's only got a second ahead. He should be able to pick up some DRS coming down the start-finish straight. Ginge desperately making a move past Calvert, knowing that he's going to have to get past soon. He doesn't want Barry to get away from him too much. So Dan has been into the pits and he's got the hard compound tyres fitted, and he's only 3.8 seconds behind, no 4 seconds now, as his tyres are still warming up and getting up to the prime operating temperatures. We'll go back down and see how Paul Jones Jr. is getting on, as his tyres should be up to temperature now. Hicks is still managing to fall right behind here. This 5-car train here, all in contention here for the top, for 10th position. Yellow flag in sector 1, Perm Bowden off track at turn 4. Calvert is into the pits for his fresh hard compound tyres. You see Barry's managed to reduce that gap to the Alfa Romeo quite quickly with the aid of the DRS. So here we go, folks, we're seeing Bahrain trouble going getting close to the back of Jins. Is he going to be making a move here? But they're both flashing like a pair of paedophiles. And is he going to make a move? Doesn't look like it. Could be waiting for turn 4 to come up. Nope, unfortunately doesn't get close enough in order to make the move. So we've seen Hexy getting close, still staying close to the back of Winnieman, sorry. Oh, and Skills done just putting the fastest lap of the race of 1:31.653. Oh, that's on them fresh, hard compound tyres. Let's see AJ Baker. Still right behind Jins here. We've got Barry right behind the back of Lee Craig. Lee Craig's managing to do just enough. He's just got enough straight line speed just to keep ahead and to stay in front in that podium position. Yellow flag in sector 2. Perm Bowden is retired from the session and he's beached it. So this is going to be full course safety car, I'm imagining. Yep. So we're going to be seeing everybody jumping into the pits for fresh tyres, most likely a set of mediums. As the Prof has already done that. So we'll see here. I've managed to do this actually perfectly, starting on hard compound tyres has actually worked wonders for him, because now it's the perfect opportunity for him to pit for the medium compound. And he started in, let's see, what did he start in? 14th place. Oh, got Lee Craig who's staying out in them hard compounds. This is going to be quite interesting to see who's going to stay out and who's going to go in. And here we go, folks. This is going to be the restart. It's going to be 9 laps of racing here. And we're seeing Craig has stayed out on the hard compound tyres, and so is Calvert. Is that gonna be good, or are they just gonna go further back? But Lee Craig seems to have caught Kieran right off guard there. Oh, and it's because there is other cars in between the back markers that are making it hard and difficult for him. Ginge has just got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I think Ken, who is where or what right now with all these back markers and that in the way. But we're seeing AJ Baker and wanted no battle now. Jingling Bones just got a 3-second time penalty. It's just the Haas and the Red Bull that are down a couple of laps. The Haas is near the back of the pack, so that's fine now. We've got Aki and Looneyman swapping places. Oh, Aki has just spun out. There we go, that's him down into 15th there. I think he's going side by side and clashing a little there with the chicken and buns. Still seeing all this racers that are still quite close between each other. But Barry Chuckle right behind Skills Done, but Skills Done has been proven quite quick all race. We've got Kieran, who is on fresher medium tyres, which I'm struggling to find out why he's not able to catch up. Paul Jones, guy slow and swapping places. Paul Jones on the inside of turn 1. Nicely done there. Chuck Brothers is right behind Royal Rumble, who has been proven to be quite quick and during this race, especially at the start where he got a terrific start. Now he's up into 8th place from 20th. He's got Ginge just ahead of him now, but he's got Paul Chuckle just right behind him in the Ferrari. And we'll see, we'll move up a little, and we'll see how these lot at the front are doing, as the reserve of Skills Done is still in the podium position. Kieran is dropping back from Lee Craig. He's managing to keep Dan behind just enough. You could see Chuck Brothers going for a move in the next few moments. Yellow flag in sector 3. That's Hexade. DRS has just been enabled. But is there going to be a virtual safety car or a safety car coming up? While all this is going on, we'll have a wee quick peek back at position changes. Kieran is up 11 places there, and he's been overtaken by Dan for that 2nd position, but we've got Barry Chuckle right on the back of him now. Is the Ferrari going to get past? He's going to be determined to get past. As you see, Kieran's used up all his battery trying to chase down Lee Craig, and that's allowed Dan the opportunity to get past. we're seeing Barry Chuckle and Kieran quite close together. Kieran's not got any battery left, he's used it all up. That's it, he's out. This is going to be, should be easy pickings here for Barry Chuckle there. He's still got outside line, side by side going around turn 2. And he manages to make it stick on the exit of turn 2. There we go, nicely done now. He's on to Dan again. And AJ Baker's just went and managed to make it past it. Wanted Noob now. Up into 5th place. We've got 5 laps remaining. Wanted Noob is still staying right on the tail of that Alpha Tauri just ahead. Getting a bit too close to the tail of the Alpha Tauri just ahead. See it, Dan is slowly, actually quite quickly caught up to the back of Lee Craig, who's on them 12 lap old hards. He's got some serious solid defending to do on these last final laps. Oh, it looks like Royal Rumble is making a move on Ginge now, coming into the final corners. But then again, this is going to leave Ginge with a terrible run, but on the bright side, he's going to have the DRS, which is going to allow him to pass Royal Rumble back right away and move back up. We'll see this battle for the lead going on here as we've got the Williams of Dan side by side with Lee Craig, and around turn 4 he's managed to get the move done up into 1st position. Lee Craig has moved down into 2nd. We've got Barry Chuckle, will be desperate to get past now in order to keep up with Dan so he doesn't lose that DRS advantage that you will have. And there you go, sniffing at his exhaust fumes, getting right up his transmission. There he was, faking left and right, but couldn't make up his mind, it appears. He wasn't able to DRS, but he's going for the better line, going around turn 12 here. Trying to keep it out a little bit wider so he could swing it in a bit more, but unfortunately it's not managed to get much done in that way just yet. All the while Dan is moving further and further away, and he'll be able to maybe even get out of the DRS range soon enough with them to battling out behind. But there we go, we see him having a look. AJ Baker and Kieran are swapping places now. Kieran managing to do the perfect one-stop strategy, starting on the hard. Safety car came out and aided him right away. Ginge is just dropping down the field now. I have no idea, maybe he's got some damage to his car. I'm not particularly sure. Yeah, he does. He's missing an endpoint and he's deciding to just keep going. But we're seeing, oh, and Barry Chuckle has got damage now to his front wing. And is this a safety car or is it a virtual safety car? It's a full course safety car, so we're going to see everything reset again. We're going to see people coming into the pits for soft tyres, I'm presuming, and it'll probably just be a 2-lap race, 2-lap sprint straight to the finish. So what of these are going to be staying out? We'll stay with Skills Dan for the minute. We'll see if he's going to be going into the pits. No, he decides to stay out. So does Lee Craig. AJ Baker decides to stay out as well. All of them are deciding to stay out and decide over track position. except Ginge, he'll be going into the pits. Royal Rumble follows him in. Barry Chuckle obviously needs to go in as well. Aki decides to go in as well. He thinks he may as well. He's only going to be gaining 3 places if he doesn't, but he's going to be at a disadvantage. But the thing is, even then, Aki still manages to gain a couple of positions. And we'll see Lee Craig if he has made the wise call of staying out on them hard compound tyres, which are nearing the end of their life. Owens got Ginger a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. Oh, my bad there. So we'll see the safety car is going to be coming in this lap, it appears. So some of these drivers at the back better get a move on or they're going to miss out. So when is Dan going to go? He's already went. Away goes he. Man just to catch Lee Craig napping a bit, but that could also be to the aid of having the grippier tyres. Chuck Brothers gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. It appears that they wanted now with the 3-second time penalty. Royal Rumble and Chicken and Blunts are swapping places. Oh no, Chicken and Blunts has went off the track. Wanted Noob and Kieran. Oh, Wanted Noob is round. We're seeing all kinds of commotion and catastrophe right now. We're on board with Paul Jones and we're seeing Winnie Man and Kieran battling it out, going through the S section at the start of Sector 2, turns 5, 6 and 7. Paul Jones is looking around the outside of Winnie Man, unfortunately doesn't manage to get the traction. We've got Prof and Royal Rumble battling out just behind for that 9th position. Oh, and we see Prof has crashed out. And there's not going to be a safety car, I don't think. I think that's it for the end of the race. We will just have to keep continuing on. Lee Craig is managing to keep that gap and stay in that 2nd place right now. He's going to have to get the welly down for this last lap to make sure he doesn't get overtook by AJ Baker in that Alfa Romeo. Royal Rumble moving back up, battling it out with him and Paul Jones. They two both have been incredible this race. And we're seeing Paul Jones looking to come back at him again. Winnie Man and Kieran are battling it out. Kieran managing to still keep the better of him. Oh, and we've seen the Alpine of Chicken and Blunts having a look there. We've seen Wanted Noob having a look down the inside there. Turn 5 there, that's a bit of a dangerous position to be having a look down the inside of. It's like a game of chicken there of going around. If you don't know they're going to do it, then you're kinda screwed. So, see the Royal Rumble getting a bit wider. We see, who is that? That's Paul Jones. And he is just retired. He's had enough, I think. just on the last lap. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. But we get back up to the leaders as we see the reserve of Skills Dan in the Williams is getting ready to cross the line. He comes home in first position. Got Lee Craig manages to sit it out with them. Old Hard in the second, third AJ Baker, Paul Chuckle in fourth, Guy Sullivan in fifth, Kieran in sixth, Woody Man in seventh, Royal Rumble in eighth, managing to get up from 20th. Nicely done from him. Aki in ninth. And we'll have a look at the rest of the grid in just a few short moments. Driver of the day, Royal Rumble, managing to get up 12 positions, I think it was, in the end, from 20th place. So here we are, we're about to see Dan coming out onto the podium. And he's joined by Lee Craig and AJ Baker, grabbing their trophies for the end of this race for the podium finishes. So there we go, Dan is in P1, Lee Craig and AJ Baker second and third, Chuckle Brothers in P4, Bugatti Sullivan 5th, 6th was Kieran Linneyman in 7th, Royal Rumble in 8th, Aki in 9th, 10th was Wanted Noob, Chuck Brothers 11th, Calvert 12th, 13th was Chicken and Blunts, Ginge was 14th, unfortunately managing to get quite a lot of penalties in the end. Unfortunately, that's moved him down quite a bit. Paul Jones retired, Taylor Danny's internet went out, Prof, John Holmes 60 and Pern Bowden all retired also from this race. And there you have it, folks, that is the end of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Of Thirsty Tears. So it's been fun tonight, but I'll catch you all later.